I play Nick Myers on the Bay.
And I play Eric. I was gonna say I play Eric Nelsen on the Bay. I play Daniel Garrett on the Bay.
Yeah, he's one of the coolest parts of this season for sure.
Well, I appreciate that. It's been a really fun season.
Sorry, I gotta edit it out. I didn't watch the show. So
that's fine.
Oh
That's
could you
my
just
gosh.
help me a little bit?
What are we doing?
Which season is this right
This
now?
is season 7, right?
7.
Six.
Oh, I have
There's a
to,
lot
I
of
have to catch up.
We're doing 7 in Puerto Rico.
We haven't talked about that yet.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the 7th season,
Yeah.
and you doing the show since the beginning, both of you.
Eric Nelsen has.
I've been doing the show, I think, since 2013. So it started as this, there wasn't web series going on back in the world back then. This was the first show, I think the first show ever.
Yeah.
Or one of,
It's definitely
Yeah.
was a trailblazer.
definitely a trailblazer of an online series that kind of was a little engine that could in the beginning, and then it grew, and then it grew, and now it is what it is here today. So it's been a blessing to be a part of, for sure.
The coolest people too. It's like a family that we all work with.
That's the best part about it.
And really just great talent all around. A lot of really good, talented people. When you get to work with this guy, it's really easy.
Okay, tell me something about your roles.
Yeah, you go ahead. You got it.
Well, yeah, I played Daniel Garrett, and the season 6 that's out right now on Popstar and gonna be released on Amazon. I guess I can talk about it because it's been out,
no
right?
spoilers. I'm just kidding.
But it's out.
Don't get sued.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm so I just got married on the show. We have a gay storyline on the series, and I got married to my husband on the show, and it
really
was
beautiful.
it was a wonderful journey from where my character started to not being okay with who he was, to not only accepting who he was, to then finding the love of his life. So, and he was one of my loves for a minute.
For like a hot date. That was
Yeah,
about it.
that was
Then
about it.
I was too much for him.
Tell me more, guys.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. I mean, we were kind of just like a real hot thing real quick, and then he was like, I definitely don't want that. Like, charming, good looking, dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And that just wasn't the time in your, in Daniel's life, I think, really.
Right. But I
He's
want him
looking
in
for
real
some-
life. So
Yeah,
now
exactly.
We're,
Well,
now we're
of
really good
course.
friends, so it's been
Of
great.
course. Yeah.
I'm a little shy to ask this question, but so in the real life, are you connected to these characters? You know who I mean, and if not in that way, is it difficult to play a character? What is you has a different sexual interest?
That's an interesting question. I mean, honestly, I think that acting is acting, and I think that I dive into a character regardless of sexual orientation or really anything like that. Whatever I commit to fully. So there's no boundaries there whatsoever. It's playing the truth of the character.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've done it more than that.
Well, yeah, it's interesting because, Daniel is not who I am, and I didn't want to play a stereotype or play a statistic or something that you might see that might downplay the scenario in any way. I mean, I'm married. I'm married to a woman, and so I can't connect on a personal level to Daniel's experiences, but I can connect to Daniel's personal experiences on a level in different aspects of my life that I can utilize within what he's going through. But the best part of the whole journey has been the acceptance and the now, truly fan base that I feel like has created in the LGBT community through playing this role that's meant more to me than anything else. And the fact that Daniel's been so accepted, and for me, it's just been, I don't know, a blessing.
You just play it so truthfully, too. Really, just very vulnerable, honest.
This last few years, we really learned a lot about diversity. So I think it's getting more common to talk about these topics. Do you think that this show is helping people to understand more about, to accept each other?
I would hope so.
Yeah, I would hope so too. I mean, they definitely touch on a lot of
challenging things in life.
Yeah.
I think it's all changing right now. So I think this show definitely tries to stay ahead of the curve in that way, and we try to inspire people to be who they are, regardless of who they are, where they came from, sexual orientation.
That's perfectly said.
Yeah.
I have no other words. That was perfectly said.
Yeah.
It's true.
What is next adventure or experience? What is coming after the show? After you finish the season, so do you have other?
We're about to start another one. We're gonna go to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
We're gonna go.
You
go
just did a part
go shoot-
on-
Can we talk about this yet? Yeah,
We're
gonna go to Puerto Rico to film. So.
Hey, come here,
Yeah.
Wendy Rich.
Yeah, it's been great.
Look, she's
Wendy's
a
gotta
genius
get in.
over
Wendy's
here.
gotta get
She's
in
one of the
here.
writers, producers. Come on, Wendy.
Oh, wonderful.
Wendy, get over here.
Get it.
This is Wendy Rich.
I'll just keep this going.
So after a couple questions and then wrap it because Karuchi transcribed.
Babies in your website.
So, would you like to comment with some words the tonight event and the show for us?
Well, I am the luckiest girl in the world to be working with these two guys. They're excellent actors. They're great people, good humans. I love Gregory, so
Did you meet on this show, or you already know each?
on this show, and I think I'll probably know them forever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
sure.
Yeah, we're.
And she can drink you under the
good.
table.
No, I
I'm
can't.
just kidding.
I can't. I'm shocked at people who can,
Yeah.
but I can't.
No, I'm joking with you.
I'm so happy to celebrate the Bay, the series. I've played Father Leone on the Bay now, I guess, more than 8 years. And what I find remarkable about the inertia of this show is that it had such a great following even in its first season. And now, many seasons later, we have grown such a beautiful family, but also viewers from around the world. And I've gotten emails from people all around the world saying, "Oh my gosh, the Bay, it's magnificent." And I'm like, thank you so much. And so very happy that our creator, Gregory J. Martin, and the entire cast and crew together created such a dynamic show about people's struggles, celebrations, loves, losses, everything that everyone experiences, it's on the show, and so that's a great thing.
Did the pandemic slow down the shooting, or you kept going?
We were very COVID compliant on the Bay. We were able to work within the parameters of COVID restrictions, and we were able to shoot our season flawlessly. And I think people will very much enjoy that, the new season, and that people will say, "My gosh, they did all this, and then, we had COVID, so it's good."
And you playing a father in the movie.
Yes, Father Leone, yes.
Are you religious in real life?
I am a very spiritual person, yes.
So tell me something about your friendship.
Well, we all met on set somehow on one of the LANY projects.
Yeah.
One of these projects. And, the LANY fam is really strong. And even if we don't work on the same projects, we all meet at these events and then we just become close. So, and fun fact is that we are sisters. So that's how we're really close. We didn't meet on set. We met in other ways. So, at birth. Yeah, at birth, yeah.
And I met them on The Magic, which is a fun Christmas movie coming out. But again, it's totally a family. Like the minute you meet somebody just for a day, you're part of the family. And then I just met this wonderful. And we're already friends. It's easy. Exactly.
And everybody is very young. When did you start your acting careers, guys?
Well, Chiara and I started when we were 3. We actually started on a soap opera on The Young and the Restless. We played Summer Newman for about a year. And then ever since then, we fell in love with acting and we've been pursuing it ever since.
I was on the hit TV show The Game for 7 years. That was my first big thing, and it's still my favorite project that I've done.
I was 3. Same thing that she said.
I started when I was 12 and been in acting classes, working, auditioning, and yeah.
Okay, and this is the Bay that we are talking about. What is your experience? What is your shooting experience?
Well, I've had the amazing opportunity to work with Gregory on The Bay, The Magic, YA, and working on The Bay and all of the LANY projects has been so exciting. I always have such fun characters and such fun material to work with, and it's challenging, but it's super fun, and Gregory is such an amazing director, writer, producer, and so is Kristos, and I love my LANY fam.
So as I said, I was at the Emmys with my first season of Bronx SIU, and I was nominated for lead actress, and I was so nervous. And Gregory just walked right over to me, like as if I was on the Bay, and was like, "Come on over, join the family, and it was so kind. And so then the next season, you see each other at the same events, and you're just like family. And I got to work with him for the first time on the Magic, and it was a wonderful experience.
Can you imagine a role on this show?
What's that?
Can you imagine a role on this show?
Yeah, of course. We've talked about it. It's just that my show competes directly against his. But I wouldn't even say competes, because we really are. We just love to be around each other. So.
I love working with Gregory. He is super fun, and he really wants to work with the actor one-on-one and try to get down and understand the material. And I love working with him. We are super, super close. He's an amazing person, and I love him and Kristos. And Wendy Rich. Mwah.
Yeah, I worked with Bianca and Chiara before Onto the Beat, and then once I was on the Bay again, I met Gregory, and it was just it was awesome because it was during COVID, and so it was nice just working again all together and seeing familiar faces, and everyone was so welcoming, and then coming together again for these events, and just coming together over something that you're making together, and then you see the finished product, and that you're proud of it and happy, and it is truly a family.
Did you hang out during the pandemic? I mean, just,
I just got back to
We hung out every day. Every day. Every day. Oh, that's something to do every day. My parents only let me see her.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Attached at the hip.
All together.
No, we were good. I mean, it's a pandemic. You have to respect that. And
At least online. Did you keep in touch?
we do.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah. We definitely
do.
We all do.
Yeah.
We all do.
Yeah, checking up with one another during this time.
Yeah.
Okay, enjoy the evening, girls, and thank you for stopping by for us.
Thank you so much.
How do you know each other? Where did you meet?
I know Kristos from high school, actually, where we were classmates and then became friends and have stayed friends since then.
Which high school was that?
Pali High in West LA.
And what is your connection to this business, for the film business? Do you have any extra connection, or you are, an outsider?
An outsider, man. I guess if you're from LA, you feel like you sort of are not as much of an outsider, but I think, to some degree, I still am.
So you have to tell me a little bit more about what are you doing?
What am I doing? What am I working on? On Wednesday, I get to play a German hairstylist, so I've been working on my Bavarian accent a little bit here. 9, we do not allow homeless people to enter the bathroom, so that's like a little bit of what I'm doing. So that's Wednesday, and then on some other stuff after that.
I'm sure that you are following the show just because of your friend. It would be a great reason, right? And so how do you like the show? What is your impression of the Bay?
The Bay is beautiful because it combines a lot of different elements of suspense and comedy and drama and a very diverse cast that makes it really suspenseful and exciting, especially this last season.
So enjoy the evening, and thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right, Chris. So you are the lead character of this. You are the lead character of this TV show, and you are doing it for a while. Did your storyline change a lot? Did your character went through on a lot of things, and so how did you grown with the character as an actor?
Yeah, that's a good notion to address. I feel like I have grown with the character, Pete, definitely. Over the years, it's been a decade now, and I think it's the perfect situation because I've grown as a person, I've grown as an actor, and the environment is family. It's strong, it's friendly, it's trustworthy, and it's allowed me to really spread my wings, so to speak, over the years, and I'm really grateful for that.
How did you start your acting career?
Sorry?
How did you start your acting career?
Who did I? Oh, who started it? Oh, how did I start it? Sorry, yeah, thank you. No, I like it's a nice accent, actually, really, yeah. Well, I was a skateboarder, and I was at my mom's art gallery, and I would support her events. And in walked Gregory, and we met, and one thing led to another, really. He just kind of started to show me a lot of faith, like I should try acting. My mom always wanted me to do it. She'd always highly encouraged me about being an artist and being an actor, just go for it. Even when I was like, oh, which university should I go to? She's like, what for? Follow your dreams, now, go to school later. She's British, by the way, but it was nice to hear that encouragement. It wasn't conventional, of course, and it was actually really meaningful. It made me want to commit harder to another sort of path, and and I'm really grateful for it. I'm grateful Gregory walked into her art gallery at the same time. Like, I was still like, all right, I'm gonna skateboard. That's what I'm doing, and I'll dabble in acting, whatever. But something tragic happened in his family, and it moved me out to New York to do a movie. And it was my first movie called The South Side, and since it was so meaningful, like, they lost a family member out of nowhere, and it was like, I had to honor that. And to know how severe the situation was made me have to honor it fully, to the point that I actually put the board down to do that. And that's really where the shift happened, because it was deep enough and it was meaningful enough that there was no other way to go. I just had to honor it, and I committed my soul to it, straight up. And I think that's where the shift really, really happened, where I actually I'm an actor now, still a skateboarder at heart, always, forever. But my profession this is kind of what I'm doing.
Okay, just to cheer up the topic a little bit, that you mentioned your other career with the skateboarding, and I live in Venice, so I see all the skateboarders, and I know that it could be a fantastic career also in it. So I have friends who are traveling all over the world and doing the skateboard competitions. What is your level?
Well, you said you live in Venice? That's cool, because I grew up pretty much in Venice. Like, I grew up Main Street area, Dogtown area. Of course, I would skateboard because it's a natural influence there, and I really enjoyed it. And I would skate the Venice skate park all the time. Oh yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah, as I mentioned, yeah, acting at first, I was, it's acting, it's what it is. Like, from the outside looking in, it was like glitz, glamour, fame, like, but why do something for that? It just kind of happened naturally, where I felt encouraged to do it by my mom, by Gregory, by family, by friends, even, like, to the point that I was like, well, I probably regret not giving it a go.
I can see some gentlemen behind you. Could you introduce?
Yes, I'm so very happy to be on the Bay for almost a decade, and these are some of the friends from the LANY Entertainment family. This is
Manny Cartier, how you doing?
Melrose.
And our friend
Jimmy Clabots.
So we're really happy to celebrate LANY Entertainment, but it's the Emmy Award season for the Daytime Emmys. And special thanks to all the voting Academy members. Thank you for celebrating our films. The Magic, which is a great holiday film. Of course, A Place Called Hollywood that I was one of the producers on, and also played a Hollywood agent. Very interesting show to watch on Tubi TV. And of course, The Bay, where I play Father Leone. And I'm really pleased to be with, like, everyone. Come on, guys. So what's your next question?
Okay, so you are on this show as a father, and maybe my question is for these guys: is he like a saint? Is he like a saint? Saint?
Oh, not in real life, but on the show, yes.
Yeah.
But not in real life.
So the premise of it is that Gregory J. Martin created the character of Father Leone. Father Leone was to give spiritual guidance to the folks of Bay City. And many of the characters on the show have had trials and tribulations, have been in struggles, drug addiction, in prison, life in general. And basically, this show was able to evolve in such a way where we show real people, real situations that are very poignant. And I was very honored to be able to play a priest who gives that spiritual guidance to the wonderful people of Bay City. And am I a saint in real life? Absolutely not. I try every day to be a better person. Am I a saint in the show? No, I also have my character flaws. So
Surprise!
Surprise! Surprise! And then also from the agency, we have one of the actors that were in the agency. He's coming in right now.
Travis is coming in
Travis
right
is
now.
right now coming in. Travis
is coming into right now.
Travis worked on another one of Gregory J. Martin's created shows called The Agency. What character did you play?
I was the sexy bartender. That's
that
right.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's the actual title. It's an actual title. Yeah.
That's great.
Sexiness at all? Like even upset?
I'm just doing what I can. I'm just trying to keep the people happy.
Yeah.
Give
them what they want.
I gave 110%. That's all I got.
And I love that.
He's done some.
That was actually the beginning of my career when I knew like nothing. Yeah, I was like, you want me to what? Okay, I'll do it. But no, that's that was a really fun introductory to my career. We'll say that.
So what I find very unique is that Gregory J. Martin is very good at finding young emerging talent, and he helps in the journey of kind of shepherding along their careers. So 10 years ago when he told me about the Bay, I didn't realize like what the Bay would be or what kind of series it would be. And then all of a sudden playing Father Leone all of these years later and having the story arc and marrying so many people and helping so many people on the show, it's been remarkable. And to everyone here, it's great to celebrate Emmys 2021, the Daytime Emmys. Thank you so much for the nomination. Everyone, peace.
Peace, love, and happiness and stuff. Peace.
Happy to be here.